Name's My Name is a classic. So
Facts.
They're all great.
Facts.
And More Rich and Famous too, quite frankly. So they're all greats, but I feel like just the Nas, we've never heard Nas
on a full joint. No, you're right.
So that, and then I would say Pusha. Obviously, I love Kid Cudi. So
Tiana Taylor too.
Tiana Taylor. That one, I almost wanted to say that one first, just because we really don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because it's a full Tiana. We've never had a full Tiana Taylor project. So this is gonna be, I would say that's up there too. That's weird to say, but I guess that means Kanye is at best fourth. I'm looking forward to his album. The fourth most,
man,
which I probably never said.
I ain't looking forward to no Kanye album right now. I just need him more about. I just need more of him behind the scenes with the beats and shit. You throw a couple ad libs in there, but I don't really need it because honestly, I don't really want to hear what he got to say right now.
Well, has anyone noticed that this whole storm has kind of died down and went away, and he hasn't been saying as much as of recently? As we get closer to when the actual music is coming out. The last thing I saw sort of on that topic was he had this list of books about race and black power and just all the books that you should read in terms of why slavery wasn't a choice and the founding of the country and all the stuff that he was saying. Like all the facts about that. That was the last picture I saw. So half of me still believes and almost knows this is just what he does. Like he just goes and says stuff.
And you know what?
And he had to take it to a crazy extreme in 2018 because how do you move the needle?
But that's not
2018.
See, I'm happy that we having this discussion right now because we was talking about how it's going to come a time we not going to agree on some shit and we're going to have to go back and forth with it.
Yeah,
this ain't nothing like this ain't pushing the needle to me. You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That shit is shameful. You know what I'm saying? Like you lose when you say shit like that, yo. You lose people that been
hands down.
Especially black people, bro.
Hands down.
Like you lose people that been with you because every black man want another black man or woman to win.
Or should.
Or exactly. When you say shit like that, it could turn the switch off.
I can't disagree with that, and I'm not even disagreeing with that. I guess I would ask, is it more if he believes what he's saying, versus if he doesn't believe it at all, does that matter? Are you more forgiving if he doesn't believe it than if he does?
I'm a very forgiving person. So if he doesn't believe it and he just going through some shit, I felt like I could get over it. But if he believe that,
then that's
unforgivable. I don't want to hear nothing from you other than your beats.
Really
I don't need to hear your voice.
And some people, I wonder, because they might go the other way and say if he doesn't believe it and is still using his platform to preach it, that's even more damaging. So I don't know. I guess I really want to separate the art from the artist.
As you should, but just sometimes I just feel like people could do shit
that's just irreversible.
Like if you a real person, like you could be my ace, you could be my homie, my brother, my best friend. You could say some shit like that, and I would literally have to I would go home like, yo, should I keep rocking with this dude? Like,
no, I mean we had people questioning it.
Exactly. At the end of the day, like, what are you really like? Do you not know the fight that we fighting every day?
And the answer seemed to be no. That he really didn't. And I could see that, and don't go to make excuses because it always sounds like, oh, I'm making excuses. I'm not making any excuses for him. What I believe to be true is that he is so good at making music that he is not good enough at any, and I guess fashion and art, that lane, that he is just terrible at every other element of life. Like,
but see,
asshole. He's selfish. He's maybe, and I feel bad saying the whole crazy thing.
He just too.
But like,
be over here one day.
Medically, there's a chemical imbalance, and I'm pretty sure has been documented. So that's another part of it that makes it even tougher to talk about.
But see, I think if he come back around, if he come back around, because you know, we forgave R. Kelly.
I mean,
so if he come back around, maybe we'll forgive him. You know, we are very forgiving people.
People are fighting
black people are forgiving.
Yeah, I mean yeah. For our own and for certain things, yeah. But I guess we could also hold grudges as a people depending on who and what the thing is. I'm trying to think like who.
But this is the same dude that got on national TV and said George Bush don't give a fuck about black people.
He did.
And then the same dude that wore the, like, even if he didn't say the whole slavery thing, bro, you had to make the MAGA hat.
He had the MAGA hat.
Like,
he said the slavery thing, but he also, on Yeezus, black skinheads and all, it seemed like he was talking about he understands the new slaves and all. So that's why I'm like, yo, he's just marketing and rebranding himself.
No, I think that he believes what he's saying, bro. I think that he has a psychological disorder, something wrong up there, bro. You can't go from that. That's literally going from white to black, not like race. I'm talking about the exact opposite. That's going from left to right. For you to get on national TV and say, George Bush don't care about black people, right? Yeah, the whole black slaves, that whole thing, and then you get back on national TV.
This is 12 years later, but see, people are gonna say the same thing that made him say George Bush doesn't care about black people is the same thing that made him say slavery was a choice.
It ain't no promo shit.
He just had I'm just saying, in the way he's thinking and speaks and says things, he just happened to be probably right about
with the George Bush shit.
Right. Could he himself tell you why he felt that way, or like in using facts and data? Probably not. He could just look at the optics of the situation and say that, and he was likely right. With the slavery is a choice thing, that same just instinct to say and look and just completely ignore history, facts, reality to an extent, there's a similarity in terms of he just said, it's the same thing that made him say Beyonce made the greatest music video of all time. He just goes with something and he takes it all the way to the extreme.
You gotta help me find that one, bro, because I just, like, you know, my people from the South and shit, and my grandmother is 89 years old. Her mother's mother was a slave. That wasn't no choice, bro. That ain't no choice.
Everyone knows that he's wrong. There's no arguing that, no, everyone knows that he's wrong. I'm saying the reason how you're going, how could he say George Bush doesn't care about black people on one hand and say, I'm like, it's not, because it's all one and the same. And when he says things, he'll say the thing, right? Kanye's gonna say the thing. When he's right about it, according to a certain group of people, they're gonna ride with him, right? There are people that they're wrong, but there are people who do believe that slavery.
No, I've had and it pissed me off.
When they heard him say that, those ignorant, dumb motherfuckers probably rode with him. Like, yeah, now Kanye's on board, right? Like, so there's now that group of people. They're not the same. They're not as big. They're not as right, intelligent, informed as the group of people that when he said George Bush doesn't care about black people, analyzed that situation and went, yeah, it sure seems like he doesn't. So it's just the thing that he will say. He could be dead wrong. But he's gonna say the thing.
If this touches your ears or anybody that you know, just have a moment with yourself when nobody else around, and you think about how you representing yourself, and I don't know if you realize how much your words spread. You got all these young black kids, black and brown, black Hispanic kids, wearing your shoes, waiting in line, spending who knows how much out of their savings
a lot
to buy your shit, which I even think that is a little too overpriced. As a, you know, it's not really giving back to the community. But just think about what you're saying, bro, because some people, I don't follow nobody other than my father. There's some people that follow everything that you're doing, and what you're putting out to the universe right now. I'm not gonna tell nobody how they can and cannot think, but you know, I believe that some things just don't deserve to be said all the time. Like what you're doing now, just the things that you're saying and what you're putting into the universe, I feel like that's something that you should just, you know, share with yourself. Because when you put that shit out there, it kind of diminishes the fight that black and brown people been fighting for so long. You know, give people that agree with what you said a reason to be like, yup, see, I told you. And you know, that's my only thing with it, you know.
He doesn't, you're right.
You make, I love you as an artist.
You know
what I'm saying? You can't deny what you've done for the sport of hip hop. But I just think you need to just, you know, just get right with yourself and get right with God, and then shit.
The music, there's no question, because I think this is T.I. who made this clear. There's no question that he didn't know the impact of his words. Like T.I., all he had to say simply was, do you realize, what about the people who support your music that you're hurting. And he was the first person, it would appear, based on how T.I. told that story, to ever bring that up to him. In Kanye's world, no one ever thought to tell him that. And so that gave me a little bit of insight into how his mind worked. I really think if it's not music, making clothes, or painting a picture, I'm not very good at it. I couldn't see Kanye being good at reading facial cues, at cooking, at sports, at anything that isn't those three things.
My boy said facial cues.
I don't think he'd be a terrible card player. Like anything you can think of that's not making music, art, or clothes. I don't think that I think he's too good at those things to be good at.
But what I will say before we get out of here, if you said what you you said what you said, if you meant what you said, bro, stand by that shit to the day that you die. Don't come at us next year and stand by what you said. If that's how you really feel, stand by it. Live that shit.
The Nation of Islam next year by this time.
Stand by it if that's how you feel. Because if that's how you really feel, we need you on the other side. We don't need you on this side. If that's how you really feel, stand by it. Don't teach that shit to your kids though.
I agree with all that. I guess I would have to play the dangerous game of how bad would the thing Kanye have to do be that I would stop listening to his music, right? Because there's a huge part of me that's torn every time I listen to R. Kelly. But I'm not gonna stop listening to R. Kelly. It's music.
Who was born off of Kelly? I guarantee you, either four people in this room right now, at least one of us is born to an R. Kelly song.
It's likely. He's just one. But what he has done is probably. I mean, not even probably.
No, it is worse.
If what he's, all that stuff. It's so ridiculous to say if it's true, but if all that stuff is true. Way worse than anything Kanye could say.
And we forgave him. Well,
and
not forgave him.
Some people didn't. There's still people that'll rock with his music. Spotify said they're not promoting his songs on playlists anymore, but he's still on there. So again, I really try to separate the art from the artist, because if you dig into every artist that you like, eventually you're gonna find something that's objectionable enough that you shouldn't really rock.
Because ain't none of us perfect.
Because no one's perfect. And that's.
I know we kind of dived off the deep end and got real deep with y'all, but shit is real over here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
The Kanye thing, and that was again why I was like, it's hard. It's almost hard to talk about the music without
addressing that.
Because he's just made it the forefront. But having said all that, on the music front, that is a lot of dope music. I'm really Nas, Cudi, Pusha, Tiana, the Kanye Project. I'm excited to hear what those are going to sound like, regardless of, and I think we're all going to have to look back, and I don't know if it's going to be better or worse, but he's going to have fooled us. It's going to have been some Kanye magic rebrand, like it's going to happen, but
it's been real.
It's been a good, we're almost to Memorial Day. Weekend here next weekend, So this is like the summer, Q3 coming up. That's a big time for albums. We're still, I think by the time we're talking next, or maybe in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna have to figure out what's the summer anthems. What are the big summer anthems still? I think some of them are already out. Some of them are gonna be on the way. There's a couple Cardi B songs that from off that album that we already know, as far as the ladies' side, are gonna be there. Drake, Nice for What? We can already put that one in the number one slot right now.
You know, before we end, real quick.
We got time.
Hold on. Rihanna due for something too. Rihanna always come.
Hold on. It's not really an hour 14.
Oh,
It's only been like 30 minutes in terms of recording, because that's the other half that we did the other Tuesday. Go about Rihanna.
Yeah, what we do for Rihanna coming. She always come with a joint in the summertime. She usually drop it in the spring, and then usually go till like September.
She's been kind of quiet.
She's been quiet, but she gonna come. She's gonna come.
She's doing the fashion stuff.
It's gonna be like a R&B popish slash with the whoever the hottest rapper is. It's gonna come. I'm waiting for it, because I don't give a damn what nobody say. I like Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna's
so she gonna come with some shit. So I ain't gonna front. I'm waiting for that, and I know my boy French Montana gonna come with some shit too, because he always come around this time too. You know, he gonna get in there. Him and Diddy gonna be doing what they doing. Free Bigger Veil, free Max B. They gonna be doing what they doing, and he gonna come with one too. So I think we got a lot of shit to look forward to.
Who can I say I really want music from this summer? I think
I want some music from Wayne too.
Yeah, some older Wayne would be, or the Cali Grove Wayne. Cause
I want some shit from Wayne. I'm tired of all of this. Carter, this drop out the drop.
I would like some new Wayne.
I need some new Wayne too.
Some real good new Wayne. Obviously, the Drake is the Scorpio is coming. We have a date for that.
Nicki about to drop.
Nicki's coming
Nicki
too.
Dropping soon. You know she gonna have a song that's gonna have everybody be in the Barbie.
We should have something from her. The Drake album is gonna be big for me because if I don't like this one, that's 3 in a row, and I'm just done because there's no artist that can make 3 bad albums and I'm gonna still play them.
I mean, but
they're
not bad albums.
Okay.
He's the biggest person in music.
I shouldn't say bad albums, but even Drake fans seem to say more life. So, and I mean, again, I'm more critical when it comes to hip hop and rapping, and somebody who could rap spending their time making mediocre singing songs. So like that to me is always gonna be a beef. But personally, the last 2 were just okay. They weren't. None of them were good to me. There were no classics or anything near that level. So
now,
they were just okay.
I ain't even. I'm a big Meek Mill fan.
So that was
Meek is my favorite rappers.
Okay.
Views was hot. I ain't going front, bro.
So
Views was hot, bro.
Right. So that's just my take on it. So for me, this would be 3 not so great projects in a row, and so I just won't really rock with somebody. But if it's good, I'm not a hater. So if somebody makes a good project, you make a good project. I don't care who it is. If the project's good, I will probably like it.
So Drake, you got one more person that you need to make a believer out of this.
That's the last person.
I ain't your biggest fan, but brother, I know I'm a believer. I know how you shake the world, bro. Drake dropped a song, everything stopped.
Point the biggest hater out. I'll make him a believer.
That's it. My boy ain't a hater, but I think you was directing that bar towards him.
Yeah, I was a believer. I just feel like he can do so many other things outside of music.
He doing that? Oh, true.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's going to get to a certain point where he's gonna look at the music, then like, why am I doing this?
Cause he's making a lot of motherfucking money off of this shit.
Yeah, but I could just tour.
Yeah, but You're right.
I could just tour forever off the songs I've already made.
You're right.
I'm waiting for him to have his own TV show, to be in the next big movie. I don't
like it that much.
I'm just surprised it hasn't. I'm surprised he hasn't been in his own movie yet. I'm surprised he hasn't been the lead. Like Chris Brown's been in movies and Bow Wow and those other. I'm just surprised Drake hasn't gone. I'm just do this acting thing again.
Shout out to Drake, man. Shout out to Drake, man.
It's gonna be big.
We're gonna end it on that note. We covered a lot of shit today. Shout out to Jim Jones, Styles P, Flatbush Zombies, Gunna, Rich the Kid, Trouble. Everybody else that we talked about, I ain't shining out yet. But everybody else that we talked about, we covered a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. It's kind of I don't want to say like a dead period. There's a lot going on, but we're waiting. There's a lot of things coming up down the road that we're waiting for. So it's gonna be a hot summer.
Look out for Tuesday. We're dropping.
We'll be with y'all Tuesday,
you know
Thursday. We got the throwback coming. That's gonna be. We're gonna be ranking some things. We're gonna be talking about some groups, some legacies. So that should be a big one for this week. Maybe we'll do something special for Memorial Day weekend. We'll figure it out. But we'll be out there Tuesday, Thursday as always.
One mic,
SP Ray Tip.
Holla.
Keep supporting.
You see my boy got the jersey on. Take that. We ain't never stopping.
Bad boy for life.
Take that. Diddy voice. Take that.
Bad boy for life coming. Hurry in the timeline like a Ciroc campaign.